Well, we're up at the gold mine today. So in order to give you a little bit of a hint what it's like to be a gold miner, we went ahead and mounted a little camera on the side of our helmet, and that will just help give you guys a first-person view of what's going on. Probably not. And as you can see, it is fall. Leaves are everywhere. I think we're going to start out by sweeping out the mining shack. No reason to have leaves laying everywhere. So that looks a little bit better. Let's fire up the generator and open up the mine. All right, we got to check our ventilator, make sure it's pulling air into the mine. It seems to be working okay. All right, we'll take a look down in the mine shaft, make sure nothing's crawling around down there. It looks okay. We need to load up the ore cart with everything we need. Gotta have a jackhammer. Gas mask. Gloves. Check. Everything's ready to go. One last thing, gotta put on our safety harness. Nobody wants to fall down a mine shaft. And we gotta hook the ore cart onto the winch. Now we're ready to go. The camera looks the same direction as my light, so maybe we should turn the light on and then we'll get a better idea of where it's looking. Hopefully this is good enough. And we're going to look for spiders and snakes and all kinds of creepy crawly things on our way down, because we don't want to get down in here and have a problem. Hello, anybody back there? We just dropped our particle mask in the dirt, so it probably has spiders and stuff inside it. Hope I didn't break it. No, it looks fine. It just needs a little TLC. Alright, so we've got a particle mask on. We also need to get this extension cord unfurled. We'll need our jackhammer. Get that ready to go. Plug in the jackhammer. Come on. Then we'll go ahead and unhook our ore cart. Put some gloves on. Gotta have gloves on. And we're gonna put our helmet on. Now we should be ready to go gold mine. Let's head back in the tunnel and see what we can figure out. Alright, occasionally it's a good idea to stop and pull out the black light, and we'll look at the soil that we just pulled up. We're looking for our fluorescence, which there's a little bit, but not a lot. Just looking for anything that really jumps out. There's a cricket. He's kind of cute. Pretty much we just do a whole bunch of this. right, we're going to stop right there for a minute. Go back to get the ore cart and clean this mess out. Wow, my shoulders are not used to that. It's a lot of work. All right, we're gonna put our helmet back on, go down and muck out that pit. All right, now this is probably not gonna look very entertaining. But what we're doing is picking up all the big rocks first, throwing them in the cart. In fact, we're going to turn this light out because that is way too much light in here. And then we'll just pick up all this little debris. And put it in the cart. And we'll do this about 4 carts in a day. But it only takes a couple hours. But a couple hours of gold mining is a lot of work. A nap. Uh-oh. So our tunnel is not quite wide enough to turn around. So we're gonna chip that out, but it's pretty hard. So we're gonna pretend we did it and talk about it again next time. All right, about 4 more scoops of soil. We're ready to head up. Ooh, there's another nice looking rock. Don't know what it is either. All right, we're gonna call that good enough. Turn our light back on. Yeah, we gotta push this ore cart back down the tunnel. And we know we're there when we hit the wall. Oh, fogging up. All right, let's get our jackhammer out of the way. Put our safety line back on. And heading up the hill. It's not really a hill. It's more like a ladder. But you get the idea. Back up here in civilization. Alright, so we got the cart all the way up. It should kind of spin around on its own. Just about like that. We'll grab the front of it, give it a good swing, and unhook. I like to walk back, make sure the wheels are on the track okay. And then we got to push it all the way down the track, which isn't that hard. It rolls about like you would expect. Wow, look at all that fresh air. All right, next step, we unhook this handle here. That opens up the door on the other end. And then all we do is give it a lift. Oh my goodness. And that's pretty much it. Clean the dirt out of this little track. Lock the handle back down. And we're ready to go again. While we're up here, it's a good idea to get a drink of water. You always want to stay hydrated. All right, you guys ready? We just got to hook the cart back on the thing and go down. Hook the little heart thing on. Give it a little "How's your father?" Spin it around. Uh-oh. Got to make sure it gets in that little notch or it goes bad quick. Now this whole time we keep our harness on. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I keep it on anytime I'm up on the top deck. You never know when you're like pushing the cart and your foot's going to slide off. Just playing around up here on the top. Sometimes bad things can happen. So we want to minimize as much of the bad stuff as we can. And we know it's all the way at the bottom when the cables go slack. So that's good. Go ahead and adjust our camera down a little bit. And back down the ladder we go. Alright. Unhook the cart. And we'll head back down the shaft. Alright, we just finished one load of ore coming down in the mine shaft. Take two. Alright, we just finished one ore cart full of ore. We got it up topside and dumped. We're back down to do some more. I don't know if you can see my breath down here. It's pretty cold. Alright. Oh, we got to take our harness off. What am I doing? If you leave the harness on, you get about halfway down the tunnel, and then it comes to a complete stop. And it takes a little while to figure out, why can't I walk anymore? Oh, it's my safety harness. Alright, got to get our glove back on, level up our cart a little bit, and head back down the shaft, or the tunnel. I don't know what it's called. Shaft, tunnel. We're just kind of making it up as we go. Try to keep all the rocks and stuff out of my feet area. Keeps from twisting your ankle a little bit. Turn our spotlight back off. And again, all we do is pick up dirt, put it in the bucket. Alright, so we don't quite have a full ore cart, but we're pretty much out of soft stuff to dig up. So the right thing to do is go ahead and take this up top, dump it, and then figure out what we're going to do next. And get our cart back to the shaft. Come on, cart. Oh, goodness gracious. Hook it back up. Yeah, I'm a sweaty mess about now. Looks like my camera's taking a little abuse. Hope it's still turned on. I think we're going to go up top and take a break after this one. We're going to take the jackhammer up with us this time, just because I don't really think we're going to do any more jackhammering today. And it's better to keep as much stuff out of here as possible. Got to store up our electric cord so we don't mistake it for a snake or something and chop it. Yeah, we probably wouldn't do that. This is about the most unmanageable extension cord I've ever owned in my life. In fact, I don't even know where I got it. but it works pretty good down in the mine. All right, let's go ahead and load up our pockets with stuff we don't need. We don't need our gas mask. And we'll also set up our camera, so as we're going up, well, you guys can take a ride up the shaft with the bucket. That's always fun. I think people enjoy that. All right, well, we're gonna climb up the ladder. You guys wait here, and we'll pull you up in a few minutes. I forgot, we got to put our harness on. Safety first, and second, and third, and fourth, and fifth. The ramblings of a deranged gold miner. Let's go ahead and pull you guys up. Okay, we got to make sure that the hoist is doing what the hoist should do. I think next time I want to spend a little bit more money, get a better hoist. I don't know why, this one works just fine. We didn't quite get the ore cart in the slot correctly. Might be a problem. But it looks like you guys made it okay. Look like you guys made it okay. Glad you're here. Alright, so this is kind of what I do when I'm filming. I always bring things up, reset the camera some other way, and then continue to work. So we're going to do that right now. I'm going to turn off the cell phone camera, reposition everything in the ore cart, and get ready to film. Alright, so we're going to get over here by the shaker table. We'll get a nice view of the ore cart back there somewhere. And my water bottle. Well, we don't want that in there. That looks too yuppie. Alright. Go ahead and take all this other stuff out of the cart. No reason to have extras in there. Give the cart a little swing. And drop it on the track. Now a lot of the times the wheels aren't quite where they need to be, so it just needs a little persuasion. You guys kind of took a fall there. I hope you're okay. I have to do that sometimes. Every time the camera falls, you got to make something out of it. Now the bad thing is when the camera falls in the water, well, then it's time for a new camera. But we're going to go ahead and set the camera over here somewhere. See if we can get a nice view of the push track. We'll film it all the way to the end. And then once we get here, well, you know, we need to reset the camera. Alright. Now for this, I actually have to take the harness off because it's not long enough to reach where I want to put the camera. And it's good to get a different perspective of what's going on in the gold mining operation. Yeah, back that way somewhere. Looks goodish. Maybe a nice upshot. We don't know. We'll say right there's good enough-ish. Alright, now we got to go back to where we were and get ready to push this thing over the side. And the best way to do this is to back the cart up a little bit, Push it forward again so everybody gets the perspective. Open up the handle. Stand up and grunt real loud. Ah! Everybody say gold mine. Clean all the dirt out. Lock the handle back. And we're ready to go again. So yeah, I don't know if the helmet cam's working out at all. I don't know if you guys can see anything. But it makes me feel good about myself. Alright, so that's pretty much the steps of filming in a gold mine. We're going to go ahead and call it for today. You guys make sure to get outside, do something fun, and come back and tell me about it. Usually about now, I just get my water bottle, sit down, pass out. Because I'm a sweaty mess.